Despite Myles Garrett having 5 sacks, breaking his own franchise record, the Browns fell to the New England Patriots 32-13. Now, after the game, he was asked about his performance, and here's what he had to say.
It doesn't get any easier. Each week you ask me, so.
How do you feel about your performance now? Does the loss diminish how you feel about your performance today at all, I guess?
I would throw the whole performance away for a win.
So there you have it. And of course, if you're on X, you know that the memes always drop, right? The memes always, it's nonstop, right? When it comes to sports. So you got the Bugatti next to the mobile home on the left, and then you got Myles Garrett, at quarterback, right? So, people were making light of it, right? And then you got some people on X taking shots at Myles Garrett, if you will. I'll read these 2 posts. I want to feel bad for Myles Garrett, but you signed the contract to stay in Cleveland, buddy. You got to deal with the blank, okay? The next post says, when you're Myles Garrett and sign a massive contract with a terrible franchise, then act surprised when a terrible franchise actually loses games. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Obviously, those 2 comments, if you've been following the NFL this past off season, Myles Garrett requested a trade. He put out a note and everything that he didn't want to stay in Cleveland, right? And he wanted to go to a new team. And then, they came to an agreement and he signed a big deal. So that's what the 2 posts are referencing in terms of like, hey, you knew what was coming. You had a chance, or they thought he had a chance to leave, and he chose to stay in. He chose the bag, right? But my thing is like, okay, that could have been a whole tactic. Like we seen guys request trades and do things of that nature, just to get a deal done. It's all about leverage, right? And I don't know who is feeling bad for Myles Garrett. I know I read that one comment and other people share that same sentiment, but I don't see people like, oh man, I feel really bad for Myles Garrett. I don't think people feel bad for Myles Garrett. I think he's arguably the best player, the best defensive player in the league, arguably one of the best players in the league, right? I think he has the right to be frustrated. He has the right to not like the results of his team, losing games. I don't get the big deal, to be honest. Like, this guy's dominant. He put up these dominant numbers, like these big time numbers, Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer. Like, I don't see why can't he be frustrated? Why can't he want his team to win? Of course, we know the history of the Browns and, their miscues, especially at the QB position. But I get it. He got paid. That's in the past. What do you want him to do? Would people rather see Myles Garrett just not say anything about the team? Like, oh, yeah, we lost, but, we'll move on. You want him to be smiling after a loss like that? I don't know what you want him to do. It's like a lose-lose situation when people are looking through that that lens, right? Oh, he got paid. He chose the Browns. He chose the bag over wins, and it's just, you can't win in that situation. So I don't see how people share those thoughts, but I don't know, man. In the comments, let me know your thoughts about Myles Garrett. On his memory, he had Rocker Park. His theme. Somebody needs a basket. We're gonna see when the ball go post. Snacks. Tell me yesterday, HBC.
Man, once again, man, I appreciate you having me, man. And congrats, man, on the platform. And I say keep it going, keep doing your thing.